This is the Emlenton Trailhead for the Allegheny River Trail. Nice little gazebo, plenty of parking. And it starts out by the former Quaker State Refinery. There's a porta potty. So that's something to keep in mind. Steps away from the parking area is the former refinery. It closed down in 2000. Former industrial site. For your personal safety and security, please stay on the trail, so do not cross over this white fence. You can see the remains of the refinery. All of the smokestacks have been removed. I remember coming around the bend while canoeing and hearing the hum of the equipment. There's some remains of the former refinery. And this is just steps away from the parking area in Emlenton, Pennsylvania. Nature is reclaiming what is left of the refinery. Here's a nice view of the trail. So this refinery was called the Quaker State Refining Corporation. There are still some walls visible, and you can see where trees took root in the walls and foundations. When the leaves are off the trees, you get some nice views of the Allegheny River. Another view of the refinery. Like there is a retaining wall that was holding up the hillside. Again, I repeat, do not cross over this fence. This white fence makes for a nice backdrop along the trail. Once you get past the former refinery, the fence ends. This here looks like it was once a service road for the refinery. You can see the gates are still in place. There are benches along the trail, and when the leaves are off the trees, I bet this is a great view of the Allegheny. Right now I'm about 2 miles north of Emlenton. There are areas that have huge boulders along the trail. It's nice and quiet. And we come to our first bridge. This is probably 2.5 miles north of Emlenton. There's a beautiful stone arch culvert. Looks like the railroad line was on top of that one time. Water looks very, very low. It's been a really dry summer. Here looks like a floodplain. It's definitely a flat area. So it's probably a floodplain or something like that. Beautiful day for a bike ride, and there is a lot of bike trail in the traffic, which is a great thing. Such a gorgeous day to get that ride in. Here's a nice straightaway along the trail. There's a little rest area. I'm going to say this is about 3 miles north of Emlenton. I do hear water. I can see the river beyond the trees. There's a marker. So let me see what this is all about. Ravine and stream habitats. And also we are near the Stone Arch Bridge, which you can see from Daughter Road. And these, quote, "These stone arches were constructed by a former railroad to carry trains over the waterway. Today they create a picturesque setting." So let's see. And there's the Arch Bridge. And this is the confluence of Mill Creek. Mill Creek flows into the Allegheny River. There's just something so relaxing about hearing the sound of water. There's Mill Creek. Kind of hard to see with the leaves, but it's one of the tributaries that flows into the Allegheny River. To the Rockland Tunnel. That cool air coming out of the tunnel feels so refreshing on such a nice warm day. It is relatively quiet. Only thing you can hear is the sound of water. Here's deep inside the tunnel. I did do another video back in April. It's called, you might want to check under my Rails to Trails playlist or my hiking playlist to find it. It's about the Rockland Tunnel and Allegheny River Trail. I'm not going to ride through it today because the only light I have on me is on my phone and it's not quite bright enough. Now I'm going to make the trip back to Emlenton. Nice picnic table. Can take a break, have lunch, or take a sip of water. I do want to point out this trail is bumpy in some sections. It's almost like speed bumps along the trail. And that's probably because of the tree roots that's lifting up the asphalt. Great place to take a break. Get a nice view of the Allegheny River. And the Allegheny River runs parallel to the Allegheny River Trail.